guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a review and demo of one of a couple products coming up. I did an e.l.f. haul. I ordered a bunch of things from the e.l.f. website because they had like 50% off, and 50% off mostly applied to products that were not new. So I mean, still though, for the products that were new, it's about $6, $10, still not expensive. And I figured, you know what, these are products I can't find at Target yet. Hopefully they'll have them soon at places like Target, CVS, Walgreens. But so I decided to pick up a couple items, and I wanted to give them each their own video, their own time and attention, just to kind of not drag on forever. And you know, for those of you who just have a couple minutes, you can just check it out and see if this is something you would like to get. So the first product I wanted to talk about was the e.l.f. Contour Palette. So they came out with this new palette recently, not too long ago, and I've been wanting to get it, and finally when I just kind of saw the sales, like, you know what, just go for it. This runs for about $6, and you get 4 shades. You get a shimmery highlight, a matte highlight, and then you get a bronzer and more of a contour color, more cool tone contour color. And like I said, this runs for $6. So for a contour palette, I'm thinking, is this going to be good? How's the longevity? How's the wear time going to be? And I gotta say, the pigmentation of these colors is actually really, really nice. They show up on my skin tone. The problem is, though, however, I feel like these colors aren't going to show up on everybody's skin tone. I feel like it would have been nice if they would have done kind of like a light, medium, and a dark palette, or at least like a medium and a dark, or light slash medium, medium slash deep. I think that would have been really nice. Maybe hopefully they're thinking about releasing that, because I feel like at a certain shade range, it's really not going to show up. It might not work for you. It works for me. I'm a little bit lighter, and if you're even lighter, who knows, it might be too dark, or it might still work for you. So if you're like around the light slash light medium range, where you're not too medium and you're not, you know, too light, I think it's going to work for you. So that's the only downfall. I feel like it might not work for everybody because of the shades. They do kind of have them so they're refillable, so you can just kind of pop them out, or you can customize it with, say, like the blushes that they have, which I think was really nice. So the blushes, they did kind of like a quad for like light colors and a quad for like dark colors. So I think that would have been really nice. But if you want to pop out, say you don't want the shimmery shade, or you just want the bronzer and the highlight, you can kind of customize that for travel. And the fact that they had a really nice size mirror, I think, is really, really useful. So this is like a really cute palette, I think. Now, the blendability, I will say the pigmentation and the blendability is actually really, really nice. I have to say I was pretty impressed. I was skeptical, but I was very, very for the pigmentation and the blendability. I gotta say, once again, my favorite brush to use with it is the Real Techniques contour brush. I used maybe like the e.l.f. bronzer brush for the bronzer color that I picked up, and I liked it, but I feel like something like this dome shaped product, you know, these, you know, quads are a little bit smaller, so it can really get in there and really pick up as much product as you want, or as little as you want. So it's, you know, a little bit better for that. So once again, honestly, if you need a contour brush, pick up this Real Techniques contour brush. The only problem with this brush, I would say, is that it comes in a kit specifically. They don't have it alone. But the rest of the items in that kit are actually very, very useful as well. So you can't lose with that. But say I want multiples of these, I don't want to have to keep repurchasing and repurchasing that kit. So aside, let's go back to the e.l.f. palette. Like I said, I was very impressed with the pigmentation. I felt like as though this light shade underneath my eye did really highlight. If anything, I thought it was going to be a little too dark. And another thing that I was very impressed with, which I'm never really that impressed with in contour palettes, is the shimmery highlight shade. I feel like the shimmery highlight shade is definitely has a little bit of goldish tint in there, so it's not too stark white. I gotta admit, I was afraid of it in the beginning. I thought most contouring palettes, their highlights, the shimmery highlights, I feel like are very stark white. I don't know why, but I was actually very impressed with this one. So it works for my skin tone once again, but if you're gonna be darker, it might still come off a little bit ashy, possibly. But regardless, pigmentation is on point, I would say, with this very affordable palette. Longevity wise, I would say I've worn this throughout the workday, I've worn this in the weekend, I've worn this in the very hot heat. And and I feel like it did last a very long time. It held up, especially with the heat. So if you guys are in the market for a contour palette, a very affordable contour palette, I would definitely say this is a product that's worth it. I think e.l.f. did a really great job with this. I don't see it, you know, easily available in stores to pick up, but they do have it online, and I think normally if you pay about $35, that's free shipping. So what I usually do sometimes, if I only want to get like a couple items and I'm not going to meet the shipping requirement, I don't want to pay the extra $5, I'll go in with a friend and be like, hey, what do you want? Let's get stuff, and then that way we get free shipping and we both don't have to spend too much. Whereas $35 and worth of e.l.f. products is still very worth it. You get a lot of products for $35, whereas you were to go to Sephora and you get like half of one or maybe, you know, maybe just one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick review and demo. Definitely would say this is a plus for me. This is a great product. I look forward to using this and having this in my kit. Let me know if you guys have tried it and if you've liked it or if not liked it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with some more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.